Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is going to be about some tracking poles from the folks at GearBest. And these are, I don't know how you pronounce that, EAMKEVC. So the folks at GearBest were kind enough to send me these so I could show them to you. And coming in really handy on the trail here. So let's take a look at it. Let me readjust them, take you down to the old picnic table. We're at a state park. We'll take a look at these things and I'll tell you what I think about them. Okay, once again, these are the EAMKEVC trekking poles from the folks at GearBest. These poles collapse down to about 27, 28 inches for storage and extend out to about 56 inches maximum length. They have a steel tip and come with a rubber tip cover. They also have screw-on baskets for snow or other soft conditions. These poles also feature a spring shock absorber system, adjustable wrist straps, and they're priced somewhere under the $15 range. Okay, so that's some of the specs and details of the, I'm going to call this the EAMKEVC, whatever, trekking poles from the folks at GearBest. And a couple things I noticed right up front. It's got kind of a pistol grip on it. I guess you could use this also like a walking stick if you want to make it short and make a cane out of it, which is kind of handy to have. I guess sometimes it might be good to do that. I personally use them more like this, like a walking stick. To me, this is, I think if my hands get sweaty, this is going to be kind of slick, even though it does have a kind of a bump here to catch your hand and keep it from sliding around. I mean, so it's kind of limited in the range you can travel, but it just doesn't feel very cushiony to me. It's really a hard plastic kind of handle. I think it'll do the trick though. And it does have this, if you want to just use it more like a traditional stick, it's got this really soft neoprene, whatever it is, I don't know, padded rubber, kind of a foam rubber thing. It's got a wrist strap, which is not padded, but it's there. So if you need to use it, it'll keep this thing, you know, from sliding off your hands or whatever. I like the fact that it is shock absorbing, because over a long day's hiking, especially on rocky trails and stuff, your elbows, at least my elbows, take a pretty good beating using these sticks. And it really does make a big difference, surprisingly. This thing, again, goes down to about 26 inches. I like that because it'll fit in your pack. It's reasonably lightweight. There are definitely lighter trekking poles on the market. I think this is probably made out of, gosh, I don't know, maybe it looks like aluminum, to be honest with you, which is pretty lightweight. So I think it's going to be kind of strong. So let me show you just real quickly how this thing works. So you can see it's got open. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, it's got open and lock. Okay, so basically you turn it in the direction, the bottom one in the direction that it says to go. If you turn the one with the arrow on it in that direction, you're actually going to lock it. So this is a little backwards to me. The directions are on this tube, but the directions that are printed on this tube are actually the direction you need to spin the tube underneath it. So if you want to open it, you spin the tube underneath it that way and slide it up and down like so. Close it, you spin it the other way, and that locks it pretty solidly. So we're gonna, and it's also got a little stop here, tells you that's, you know, basically that's as far out as you want to extend it, or you're gonna really lose the strength of it. So we'll go ahead and tighten it up a little bit and put it about where I would want it. Tighten this up a little bit. And what I want to see is if it's if it goes down when I'm using it. So I'm banging it pretty hard here, and I don't think I'm going to bang it any harder than that in actual use. And it does not appear to be collapsing. So the ferrules and the, you know, the adjustment is holding, but I can feel just a little bit of flex in there from the shock arrestor, which is good. So, and my hand's not really slipping a lot. Now if I put this on here, to me that's just going to give you a way to kind of rest your hand a little bit if you just want to kind of take it easy and you're going down the trail like so or whatever. You can actually get it down shorter if you want to use it like a cane, you know, which if we tighten this thing up, I can feel, let me show you. So you can see the spring in action there. So I think that about sums it up. So what do I like and what do I not like about this thing? I like the shock absorption. I think that'd come in really handy especially over a rocky trail or whatever. I like these things in general. I've always used just a regular old school Boy Scout hiking stick that I carved out of a piece of wood, which is typically heavier. It typically does not have hand straps on it, and it doesn't fold up to go in your pack or to strap to your pack and get it out of the way. So I'm walking around with a stick at least this tall. Sometimes that's awkward. Sometimes it gets in the way. If you get tired of using it or you want to use your hands or whatever, there's nothing to do with it because it's a big long stick. If you get to a place where I need to use my hands to scramble or whatever I can just strap these to the pack and I'm good to go. I like that. I like the double use as a cane. I mean, sometimes you might need a cane if you just, for whatever reason. I like the fact that it's got baskets on it for snow. You can take the rubber tip off if you want to use rubber tip. If you're in a place where you need a little more traction, you can use this. Stows up pretty good. The price is very reasonable on these. I think they're under 20 bucks a piece. So, I mean, I've seen these things at 150 bucks a pair. I kind of wish it had a little more grippiness here. I wish this was a little larger. I almost feel like this could stand to be bigger, larger diameter. I mean, it functions and does fine. I just think it would be personally, I'd like it to be a little larger diameter. But all in all, I'd say it's a really very useful piece of gear to have with you, especially if you're backpacking, carrying a pack, and doing a lot of trail work. So I'll stop rambling now. But once again, the folks at GearBest were kind enough to send me this so I could show it to you. And if you're looking for a very budget conscious but very effective, seemingly well-made piece of gear for tracking poles to help you out on your hike, and I'll tell you, once you start using these things, you'll be completely addicted. That's my prediction anyway, because I am. So anyway, as always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up, for sharing it with your friends, for watching those ads, and thank you so much for doing your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. Every little bit helps, and I sincerely appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time. The EAMKEVC, I don't know how you say that. I have got this stupid thing locked up. All right. I'm turning it the wrong way.